The drama surrounding Caitlin Clark has reached a point where silence is no longer an option, and the WNBA is now facing a reckoning it spent months trying to avoid. What began as whispers of jealousy and quiet resentment has erupted into a full-blown crisis of credibility, player safety, and leadership failure. For far too long, fans watched as the league's brightest star absorbed punishment that went far beyond normal physicality, while officials looked the other way and players either joined in or stayed silent. That silence became complicity. And now, finally, someone inside the league has decided to break it. Sophie Cunningham did not stumble into this moment. She walked straight into it with her eyes wide open, knowing exactly what it would cost and choosing to do it anyway. While others hedged their words and hid behind generic statements about toughness and welcome to the league culture, Cunningham said what fans have been screaming for months. The targeting of Caitlin Clark is real. It is deliberate. And it is driven by jealousy masquerading as competition. This was not a talking head speculating from the outside. This was a 6-year WNBA veteran, someone who has been in the locker rooms, in the huddles, in the game planning meetings, admitting that Clark was not just being defended against, but hunted. What makes Cunningham's stance so explosive is that she is not guessing. She has lived on both sides of this story. Before joining Indiana, she was part of teams that openly talked about proving Clark what the W really is, about roughing her up, about testing her physically beyond what any rookie should endure. At the time, it was framed as standard hazing, as competitive fire. But seeing it now from inside Clark's circle, wearing the same jersey, watching the toll it takes day after day, Cunningham realized something was deeply wrong. Every rookie gets hit. Not every rookie gets targeted. And that distinction is everything. This is not about trash talk or tough defense. It is about escalation. Caitlin Clark has taken more flagrant fouls than any player in the league. In her rookie year alone, 1 out of every 5 flagrant fouls in the entire WNBA was committed against her. That is not random. That is not coincidence. That is pattern. And patterns tell stories the league does not want told. Clark has missed massive chunks of her second season with multiple soft tissue injuries. Injuries she never dealt with in 4 full college seasons or her entire rookie WNBA year. Quad strains. Groin injuries on both sides. Games missed at the exact moments the league needed her most, including marquee events built around her presence. That is not bad luck. That is the physical cost of unchecked targeting. What makes this even more damning is the officiating. Or rather, the lack of it. Cheap shots downgraded to common fouls. Obvious flagrant contact waved off. Players knocked to the floor while referees stare straight ahead. The message could not be clearer. Anything goes. And when the league's biggest draw is the one paying the price, that message becomes reckless. Cunningham did not just criticize this behind closed doors. She called it out publicly, repeatedly, and paid the price for it. A viral TikTok highlighting officiating inconsistency earned her a fine that looked less like discipline and more like deflection. Instead of fixing the problem, the league punished the whistleblower. But that punishment backfired spectacularly. Fans rallied. Social media exploded. Cunningham's following surged by hundreds of thousands in days. Her jersey sold out. Her name went from role player to symbol. The enforcer. Not because she went viral, but because she said what everyone else was afraid to say and backed it up on the court. When she delivered a hard foul defending Clark, it was not reckless. It was a line drawn in the sand. If you are going to keep taking shots at Caitlin Clark, you will have to go through me. That moment changed everything. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. This was no longer just about Clark being targeted. It was about what kind of league the WNBA wants to be. One that cashes checks off Clark's popularity while allowing her to be battered. Or one that understands how fragile opportunity really is. Because Caitlin Clark is not just another star. She is the engine. Ratings spike when she plays. Arenas sell out when she is on the roster, even when she is injured and sitting on the bench. Merchandise flies off shelves. Her rookie trading card selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars is not hype. It is proof of value. Tangible, undeniable value. And yet, the league continues to flirt with disaster. The refereeing remains inconsistent. The targeting continues. And now, even players who defend Clark are feeling the heat. Cunningham herself has taken elbows to the face and hands to the neck with no whistle in sight. The pattern is spreading. Anyone who aligns with Clark becomes fair game. That is how toxic cultures operate. They isolate the target and punish the defenders. Cunningham understands the stakes better than most. This is not about one season or one rivalry. This is existential. The WNBA is standing at the edge of its biggest mainstream breakthrough, and instead of protecting the golden goose, it is letting it get hunted. Clark's rise lifts everyone. Higher salaries, better travel, bigger TV deals, sold-out crowds. Every player benefits. Jealousy does not change that math. Ignoring it only risks killing the momentum entirely. What separates Cunningham from the rest is clarity. She sees the bigger picture. She understands that courage is not just throwing elbows, it is telling the truth when silence is easier. While others worried about fines, backlash, or locker room politics, she chose growth over comfort. And the fans responded because they recognize authenticity when they see it. Cunningham did not manufacture this moment. The league did, by refusing to act until someone forced the issue into the open. Now the pressure is squarely on WNBA leadership. The evidence is overwhelming. The injuries are mounting. The targeting is documented. The officiating is under scrutiny. And the silence is no longer an option. The league can either protect its most valuable asset or continue pretending nothing is wrong until the damage is irreversible. Sophie Cunningham has already made her choice. She stepped into the storm instead of hiding from it. So now the question turns to you. Do you believe the WNBA has failed Caitlin Clark by allowing this level of targeting to continue unchecked? Is Sophie Cunningham right to call out jealousy and officiating failures, even if it puts a target on her own back? And what happens to the league if this does not change soon? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let your voice be heard, and if you want more deep, unfiltered breakdowns of what is really happening behind the scenes in the WNBA, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss what comes next.